Warp Pipe Wednesday.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Warp Pipe Wednesday. I'm Russ Lyman,
I'm NES Addict.
and we are rocking and rolling.
It's true.
They said he had a crazy week. I said, no, you can talk about it on the Warp Pipe if you want.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I started a new job.
Right, you did say that.
And with any job, there's like adjustments, right? So basically, what I do now is I am like full-time maintenance, like ground maintenance for a church that I work at now.
Okay.
So there's that. And so I do a lot of stuff at my house where I cut my grass, I weed eat, never had any problems. Well, whatever this weed eater they have is, it's like, it has no idle. So if you like adjust your hand at all, it cuts off.
Oh, right.
And when you have to maintain roughly 4 city blocks of a church, this church is humongous.
Just like holding, like it's by the hand. What you saying? It's a mulcher? Is it like a weed whacker?
So it's a weed eater. Yeah, weed whacker.
Okay.
So and I hold my weed whacker weird because I hold it left-handed. I shoot a gun left-handed. I play pool left-handed. I play hockey right-handed, which is like left-handed for everything else. And I apparently weed eat left-handed, which I didn't realize until someone pointed out to me. They're like, "Well, no wonder you're having problems. You're weed eating left-handed." I'm like, "Well, that's what I've always done it." But so anyway, this weed eater, it was driving me crazy. Today they finally brought me one that doesn't cut off, and they put a new head on it, and I was able to get my work done much easier.
Nice.
But I'm working out like in 90-degree weather, I'm wearing like long sleeve.
Oh, it's like shirt off, obviously.
No, not shirt off. Not
long sleeves.
Yeah, I'm wearing like a long sleeve Columbia like fishing shirt that's made to like, keep you from getting sunburnt.
Oh, I see.
And I have this big like hat look like Raiden. Cause like the first day, dude, I got toasted. I got burnt up. But so anyway, it's just pretty much 8 hours of like manual labor, which is what I wanted, and I'm not complaining, but I'm not used to that. So like the last couple of days, I've come home and like passed out for like 45 minutes because I was so tired.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So anyway, but because I'm a night owl, I still can't sleep at night because the guy that was training me, he was like, "I bet you went home and passed out last night." I was like, "Nope, actually went to bed at 1 a.m." He's like, He's like, "What are you doing? You work 8 hours outside. Like you're gonna have to go to bed, dude." Like,
yeah.
I'm trying. I promise.
Get into a new routine.
Yeah. So, but it's fun. I'm happy not to be doing work notes because I used to do therapy. I still have a therapy license, so I could always go back to that if I ever wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna stick this out and try to make this become the new maintenance guy, the maintenance lawn care guy, because it's, I don't know, get to be outside. I have a feeling when fall hits, it's gonna be amazing. Get some nice crisp fall air, and
right.
you get to
Are
be
you allowed to listen to some podcasts while you're?
I can, dude. So this church I work for did 2 really dope things. They bought me a brand new pair of shoes, and you could pick out any you wanted. Like there was no money limit. I went with Adidas because I love Adidas, but some of the guys wear these shoes called On Clouds.
Okay. Maybe they got better, like
I don't know. I think they look
or something.
I think they look kind of dorky, but apparently they're pretty comfortable. They look like they're kind of like Hoka's, I guess, which are I also think look ridiculous looking, but people say they're really comfortable.
Okay.
And then the other thing they did, they gave me a brand new pack of AirPods.
Really? Wow.
So it has like noise canceling. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never had AirPods before.
Yeah.
So when I put them in and then I couldn't hear anything else, I was like, this is crazy. Like, how does this work? So yeah, today I listened to like a ton of Blink-182 albums. I even listened to 9 in California, which I claim not to like.
He's like, they came on, I couldn't turn it off. So.
And then Plus 44, but yeah, I've just been rocking all kind of music all day long. I have this battery which I've been charging. For those of you looking, it's like a little extra battery because I kill my phone listening to the music all day long.
Oh yeah.
So this about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I pop this on, recharge the battery, keep rocking the music.
Nice.
But yeah, so that's what I've been working with all week.
Fair enough.
That's why you don't have your pictures yet, Russ.
to try to get photos from Jay. Just gonna have you do it while we're on the podcast. Like,
Russ has been asking you for photos for over a month, and I'm like, I'll do it. I promise. One day I had the whole day off. Thought I was gonna have time. I am like the world's best at filling up my day with just crazy stuff.
also, even though this will come out after the War Pipe uh weekly War Pipe one, you still haven't put out a video about that Game Gear.
No, no, I have it recorded. I started editing it,
Okay,
and I haven't touched it since.
fair enough. Fair enough.
I also haven't done a TikTok in the last 2 days.
Come slacking, man. Come on.
I'm telling you, I'm starting to wonder if I'm even gonna do TikTok anymore. So
Well, we
yeah,
got Jay stuck here for the weekly War Pipe and
I'm
War Pipe
here. I'm here
Wednesday.
doing this because all I have to do is hang out with Russ for an hour and a half. And that's
That's
fun,
it.
and I
The
don't have to
most
do anything
minimal
else.
effort.
Minimal effort,
I on the other hand is
maximal
continuously
effort.
maximal effort. I started a new series on YouTube. So I'm hoping to maybe get this going weekly. It does work out with my job. I had taken one less day of work. So now I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to watch my daughter. So it leaves me with time when she's napping. I can film stuff, edit. So it works out really great. So I did start a new series called Convinced, which
Are
is
you convinced?
Retro Liberty put this out back on their YouTube channel, Riff from Pixel Game Squad. I don't he might have done one on the Pixel Game Squad's early YouTube stuff,
I
but
feel like he did Contra, and then I never saw him do another one.
right, and I really like the concept, so I did Legend of Zelda. I'm not 100% on the format. I tried to make it a little bit different where I also describe the box art.
Right,
Like, this is the front of the box, this is what it looks like, here's the back of the box, and then reading the back of the box is the main thing of the series. Uh, but I showed it to my wife, she was kinda, like, bored with the video, and I'm like, "Well, how exciting can I make reading box art?" You know?
right.
Like, I had cool B-roll of the, the box on, like, a Lazy Susan going around, I threw in some gameplay there, but it's easy enough to film and edit that I should be able to get one out once a week, and they were like I think it was a 4-minute video, like, how long can you make it of me describing a box?
Yeah, I mean, it can't be that long, right?
So, I do have that. I still have, like, the other series was good, Pass or Play,
Yeah,
which was reviewing a game in 60 seconds or less, which
right,
then ends up being about a 2 to 3-minute video because I have, like, an intro and an outro.
right.
So maybe I can still kinda do those, but I don't know with the YouTube channel. Do I just stick to DIY stuff or do I sprinkle in this retro games things as well?
I don't know. I've given up on caring, so I'm just gonna put out whatever the heck I want, and if you like it, sweet, and if you don't, also sweet. I mean, you notice I made a "I'm back" video, and then I haven't done anything since.
I'm
I
back,
have
baby.
I'm back.
One video a year.
One video a month or every one video every quarter.
Right,
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I'm able to do. When I'm at home, I feel like I'm constantly cleaning because I'm OCD. Folding laundry, sweeping the floors. I don't know. I have like 1,000 pets to take care of. My 2 kids keep me super busy. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't see how you do it, Russ.
right.
Me and Pac-Man Case talk about this all the time.
Really, really.
We're like, I remember before your child was born, we were like, "Oh, Russ is gonna get a taste of it once this baby's born. His YouTube channel is gonna go down the drain. He's not gonna be able to do anything." And then I said, "You know what? Watch Russ be the one person that has that perfect kid that everybody else hates hearing about,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they always go to bed at like 6 o'clock, and they always eat all their dinner, and it's the mom's like, oh, she's just so easy, no problem." And I was like, well, meanwhile, my child screams all night long, is throwing up at 3 a.m., and I was like, Russ is gonna have this perfect kid, and his YouTube channel is not gonna miss a beat. So, is it a mix of the both? Is she just super easy, or are you just that hardworking where you work around it?
Yeah, I she hasn't been getting up, I would say for the most part in the middle of the night. It does work out with like nights like this. I'm recording the podcast and I'm late and we'll finish up at 11:30 or whatever and maybe I'll stay in here and play some games and I'll open the door and I might hear her cry a little bit. So I just got to run in there, put the binky in there. But we've been putting her down at like 8 o'clock and she'll sleep till, 7 a.m. And that's when
Wow.
I'll get up and then we'll get up and then, I'll feed her. I'll put her in a little playpen and I've been putting on Miss Rachel on YouTube. She watches that and then I'll put her down for a nap, and she'll usually nap for, an hour or a little bit more. So I'm like, all right, I got time to film something. I even popped in and did like an hour live stream, unplanned the other day. I played Kid Chameleon very quickly. So that worked out. So I could do stuff like that. She is getting mobile now. She's not on full crawling, but she can get around. So now we do have to be careful. Like if we put her on the carpet, she
Right. What
she's
you
like
getting into?
she's right up to my power cord in her mouth, and I'm
Oh,
like,
Lord.
"Get this out of here."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, if I need to do something, I'll put her in the playpen, so I know she's not gonna go any further there. But yeah, it's been great so far, and it's having those 3 days off really help. Even, I got out early on Monday at work, so I got home at 1 o'clock, and
Yeah.
then I was able to still do some stuff. So even that day, it's like, oh, and then I could stay up late because I don't have to get up till the next day. So it's getting a lot of productivity done for sure.
Yeah. See, whenever I have free time, it's like this laundry needs folded, this floor needs swept. It's all this bathroom needs cleaned. It's always, I don't know. Like, are you guys maybe you're just better at keeping your house clean than we are? I don't
Yeah, I
know.
mean, usually that's what I'm taking care. I'll come home and then it's like, all right, look, make sure check the dishwasher, unload it. All right, let me throw in a load of laundry because it's right there. It's like in the hallway, so I could do it quick. Throw that in. Okay, gotta make formula, get the Swiffer. Like I'm doing all that stuff. Like, well, Steph's at work, so when she comes home, she's basically just making dinner. I don't cook. I am gonna cook once this week. I have one thing I make. I buy the Pillsbury croissants
Okay.
and I pop those open, cut them up, and drop them in muffin pans and
Okay.
add pepperoni, a little bit of oil and basil, and then you bake those, and you basically have like big muffin pizza bites.
That's cool.
And
Oh,
it's simple and it tastes great. So
I can make spaghetti. I can make tacos, and I can make chili. And I've made pork chops before,
okay, I could
and
do the grilling stuff too.
oh, I
The
made
hot
stuffed I
dogs.
made stuffed peppers one time. That was kind of
Oh,
good.
nice.
But yeah, I'm not much of a cook either. Neither, and Haley's dabbling a little bit more, but neither one of us are like great cooks.
Okay.
Our poor family.
Gwen is kind of moving to some solid type foods now, so we'll see how that goes. We bought those like pouches
Oh
that
yeah,
have the pre-mixed like stuff.
semi-solid kind of stuff.
Yeah, so we've been feeding her that, and then we just bought the puffs like stuff that's kind of like Cheerios essentially,
Yep.
but it
Yep.
but it melts
Kind
quicker in
of,
their mouth. So
yeah. Kind of dissolves.
yeah, because I fell on her bottom gums tooth coming in, so I got to be careful
Cool.
about put my finger in there.
Yeah. Might
No,
get you.
no speaking though. Just she yells a lot,
Yeah.
not like she's frustrated, but just like she's hearing her voice and wants something to come out.
She's
Like
like,
it's not
"Oh, what is this?
right. It's not
What's
like
this
an
thing coming out
angry
of me?"
yell. She's just
Yeah.
like ah, just kind of like okay, Gwen, is that you singing or like trying to talk?
That's hilarious.
So we'll see. And she's very like anytime I take out the camera, she kind of like knows almost. Like
Yeah.
if I'm especially with the GoPro, because when I turn the GoPro on, it's like beep 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 makes a beep, and mine does have like the screen on the front. So
She's
if
like
I'm holding it
Pavlov's dogs. She's trained.
right, so I'm like, all right, Gwen, let's like because we've been taking her swimming in Stephanie's aunt's pool, and she really loves being in the water for sure. So that's good.
Yeah.
We got a little floaty that we just kind of put her in, and she can kick around and all that. Or
Nice.
I'll like hold her close or whatever. But she hasn't gone under or
She
anything.
isn't
So
free dive yet?
nope, nope. So yeah,
Oh
it's going good
man.
with the baby stuff and that.
That's amazing. You're lucky and a great dad, I'm sure. Um, so Russ, I've been looking at a bunch of stuff on my phone lately. I've been thinking about dabbling in a world that you dabble in. Now it's a little bit different, but I've been looking at car modifications.
Oh, interesting.
So,
See, you got some stuff saved on your phone. Like I
oh
might do
yeah,
this.
yep. I'm a huge Toyota Tacoma fan. Okay, so
Okay.
I love Tacoma trucks, and I've had a TRD off road 2013 model for about 4 years now, and I just kind of like want to beef it up a little bit. And I have a buddy who just got a Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro, which is like the top trim level package. Like, you know, it's just the most
All
souped
the
up
bells and
and
whistles.
all
Yeah,
the bells
yeah.
and whistles, all the fancy badging,
Right,
and
right.
so I've got a bit of keeping up with the Joneses in me now. Where I'm like, oh, you got that? I need to pump.
Right.
I need to like get mine all jacked up, you know. So yeah, like uh, how did you get into that?
Essentially, when I had bought my my first new car was the Scion XA, and Scion was really pushing like the like modify your car. All the commercials showed like underglow, and you can get like certain kind of stock modifications. Like, when you go to buy a car, you can check off, like, oh, I want the CD player. But then
Right.
maybe these had like add a wing, add bigger rims, and then I had ended up joining. There was like a national car club of all scions. So then you got into those groups or like forums, talking with other people,
Hmm.
and you would see photos because then you're like, you both have the same car, and you're like, oh, what did you do? And they're
Right.
like, oh, that's cool. You put new fabric on your headliner. How do you do that? Oh, I painted my engine cover. Like, you could do little things like aesthetic things that don't change any of the performance. But then
Right.
I had added some too. Oh, let me put a strut bar. Let me add an exhaust to it. Um, so you kind of dabble a little bit here and there. Oh, this one costs maybe too much, so I can do this modification, and then I'll save up for the next one. And now it's even easier with YouTube. You could probably look up a video on how to install whatever part.
Right.
Chris Fix is a huge YouTuber that does mechanic stuff, and he has all the tutorials that are well in depth and easy to follow. So definitely check him out if there's something you need.
Well, that's the what one thing you just mentioned is something that I've been finding is, oh, this is going to be a costly venture if I go down
Right.
this path.
Yeah, on certain stuff, like you said, you want to beef it up. Okay, maybe you want to get a lift kit. It's like, what is that? $1,500, and then you got to put it on.
Yeah.
And if you don't feel comfortable putting it on, then that's going to cost you another $1,000 in labor or something like
Right, and
that.
that's the thing is, like, with the leaf springs and how it has to, like, be lifted up, I don't think I could do it myself. I had my Jeep lifted when I had a Jeep Wrangler back in, like, 2003 probably,
Okay.
so I had somebody else do that, but that was 20 years ago, so it's probably more expensive now, so but, yeah, you need, like, shocks and
Right.
all that stuff, so I don't know, we'll see, but what that leads me to is when you need some money and you got a room full of games, you start looking around and you start thinking, all right, I need, X amount of money. What should I or could I sell in here to like fund that? Do you do that sometimes? Like sell game
Um,
stuff to
I,
fund car
I
stuff, or do you just like save up?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't sold off like any games or collect because I also do like the custom stuff. That's kind of where I barter with. I did the custom Zelda Tiger handheld,
Yeah.
and I made 10 of those and sold those, and then I asked the wife, "Hey, can I use that money that I made to get the tattoo sleeve that I want?" Because I know it's going to be like good couple $100 or
Now,
whatever.
are you subtracting like materials and stuff for that?
Yeah,
So, like, say it took you $100 to buy it all and the paint and whatever you needed,
right, right.
and then you make $300, so you actually made
The two hundred
$200? Is
dollars,
that kinda how
right?
you look at it?
Yeah, it's like continuously it's tough how you wanna, like, manage the money where I keep it all in one. I do, like, a weekly, like, ledger that I write down, "This is how
Mhm.
much I have in my bank account." It it certainly would get, a little confusing, and you would have to be pretty good, um, separating everything to be like, okay, I earned $300 on YouTube. Just keep that separately here. Then when I
Mhm.
need to buy $30 of spray paint, that comes out of the $300.
Right.
I couldn't do it with that much. I just go, okay, whatever I make on YouTube just goes into my bank. And then if I'm at Home Depot, I'm just using my card just to get the spray paint, like
Right.
whatever. If I want to do like, oh, I sold a Nintendo that was $300, I'll take the cash, maybe put 200 aside in an envelope for when I go to a convention and then deposit the 100 and
Right.
do it that way. Because even with like Patreon, I do leave you have the option to leave your money in Patreon.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I had a
this
Patreon for a couple years. I got rid of it last fall when I decided I was gonna nix my channel, but
where you could support me over at patreon.com/Russ Lyman.
there you go.
Perfect segue. We like to give a shout out to the top Patreon supporters: Dan and Nicole's Treasures Untold, Joe Sheevy, Trace Livinggood, Samantha Chang, Rodney Torres, and Retroholics 16 are the top tier guys. So we give them a shout out, but we do thank all the Patreon. So that money I do like to put towards, you know, it costs monthly to be on StreamYard, which is what we
Yep,
use to
yep.
record the podcast. And then if we're gonna get like merch made or like t-shirts, mugs,
Mhm. Cost
I'm
to do that.
cost on that or like design wise. I mean, there's a lot of back end
I just had
cost
to
to
pay
that.
Teespring some money to keep a T-shirt design up that no one's buying. So I'm like, why did I even pay for that?
I did just set up on the Russ Lyman channel. You can do your YouTube store like below your video.
I think mine's like that.
Yes, yours is like that.
I still don't get any clicks on it though.
I just revamped it and did it and said, well, maybe people aren't going to my Etsy shop to buy stuff. Maybe this would be more convenient for them. So I uploaded a bunch of designs and like 3 or 4 new designs. And I did some that like aren't even I wouldn't even call them Russ Lyman designs. I'm like, this is a cool shirt. I put it on, maybe someone's gonna buy it. It's literally I put like a Metroid on like the left breast right there, and then writing is like a circle. It says the last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace. And then
I
on
like that.
the back of the shirt is the big Samus S.
Nice.
And I'm
That's
like,
sick.
simple. But then I did do another one where I did the font like Game Boy, play it loud.
Right.
I did Russ Lyman and then put play it loud. So it's in
Yeah.
that font. So I was like, all right, so that's like a Russ Lyman shirt.
Right.
So I tried to do some stuff like that with there, but literally I've seen no shirt sales, no sticker sales. I have
Me
like
either.
stickers that I bought tons. So I anything if someone buys like the Zelda Tiger handles, I sent them all the stickers I have, plus the warp pipe magnets and
Yeah.
pins. I'm like, well, just take it. Like I already spent the money on it. No
Right.
one's really buying it. Uh, so you already bought something big for me and spent some money here.
Right.
Enjoy this stuff, essentially.
Right.
Um, but I said, the Patreon money, I usually leave it in there, and it's like, oh, hey, I need to get a new camera. I need to get a microphone. Then I'll
Yeah.
withdraw it and go boom.
When I did have my Patreon, it was nice because I would use it to buy the stuff I did videos on, like so like like the bow biters or like the cups or just whatever it happened to be. It was always nice to have that Patreon money to so that way I wasn't, making the wife angry, like, hey, I need this for videos. Like I just had it, kind of keep it on the side.
Right, absolutely. And that's what again, like I bring that up to my wife if I'm like, hey, making a purchase. I'm like, hey, listen, I do make money monthly on YouTube from ads and shorts and stuff like that. So I get around it varies $120 a month or so
Oh
from that.
wow, you do good.
And it's
I get like
probably
$100 every 12 months.
right, very early on. That's YouTube. You have to reach the limit to get a check from them, which is $100. And what kind of stinks if people don't know, if you're live streaming on YouTube and you're set up with that, say Jay donates $5 to me, that $5 goes towards the limit. So if you're a YouTuber that is a small YouTuber and you're not making a lot of money, Jay's $5 that he donates to me, I might not get until
Until
six,
months
eight
later.
months, even a year later. But luckily for myself, I do have that reach. So if Jay donates this Wednesday stream, then next
Yeah.
month I'm getting it immediately because I already made that much on there. I don't know how
That's
long that will last for my
I
views, but
I bet I've made four to $500 via YouTube
mhm.
in the 9 years I've been on YouTube.
Right, and it's
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 because it
tough
takes like 8, 9 months just to get $100
for you, yeah, on the
for me,
videos
yeah. Yep.
because it's all on the views. My top videos still get views are like my custom painted Switch.
Yeah.
I redid the headliner to my car, so that's very searchable, so everyone still watches that video. Um, and what are some of the other like a custom shifter knob that I did? It's a lot of the DIY stuff where that is very evergreen and
Right.
people are searching it still.
Yep.
And then it's like 90% of my other videos get like 300 views,
Yeah.
like
Yep.
barely break the 1,000 mark where I want them. What's funny, one of them was a custom Jason figure I did. I took a Jason figure and I made a Jason, a Savini Jason from the video game, like the newer Friday the 13th game. Savini Jason was like a skin you could get if you backed it on Kickstarter.
Nice.
So I did that custom figure. Video blew up, paid for the figure and then some, still gets views. Someone wanted another custom one because I sold that one on my Etsy shop and it sold like within like 10 minutes I put it in. I was
Wow.
like, either I put it too low or someone was really interested in it. So someone wanted another one. I was like, this was like a few months ago. And I was like, let me remake a video. Miles, that one did fine.
Did the
Reshot
second
the
one hit?
reshot the video, almost exact same thumbnail, like tried to hit
Yeah.
it all like format. Barely did, it got like 300 views, like
Isn't that
nothing.
crazy?
And I'm like, it's
Wonder
literally the
why
same
the
thing.
wonder why the algorithm pushed one and not the other.
Yeah, it's like, I don't
I've done
know.
that on TikTok. I this so for some reason, me holding up California games and saying, "Who remembers California games?" got over 1,000,000 views. So I make that video about once every 4 to 6 months, just hoping one hits again.
Right. And basically, almost like you said, same format. I've been redoing anything with my car. And the ones that hit the most is me using the car, like the wheel as my steering wheel,
Oh, interesting.
essentially. And those seem to do really well. And I guess they're like shareable or whatever. Um, but I was just looking at some of my shorts and I was like, holy cow, one of them like really took off here. Let me see. Let me do a share present. There we go. Share screen. Russ Lyman's YouTube. If you guys aren't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so
Subs
already. We're at
Get this
47,900.
man to 50.
So we're almost at 50,000 subs.
You need a
But
play button. That'd be so sick.
check it out. So you go to shorts. So here's all my shorts.
Those don't look like shorts to me.
So I did a few with the car here. So now check this out. You go to popular, my most viewed short, 31
Wow.
million
That's
views.
wild, dude. That's a
I'm like,
lot.
what? 31 million. Super
That's
Mario Kart wheel for my car. I don't
that's
know if
so
it'll
cool.
play. So it's just me like, here's
And
my
you click it
wheel.
on. You just
And
click it
then I
on,
just
right?
put it on. Boom.
Click.
And then it makes the ding sound and I go, let's go.
It's so little.
Like literally that's it. And so I tried, you can see with like popular, like all these are the wheel.
That's
Like,
crazy,
I
right?
just kept trying to do the wheel. So this one has 6 million views, 5 million, 4 million. So I was like, if it ain't broke, don't
Don't
fix
fix it.
it. So just
Exactly. Give them all the wheels they want.
but I did do a full form video of that and it only did what, 400 views or whatever.
People have 15-second attention spans, Russ.
So I'm like, it's tough. It's so now luckily, those are monetized, the short. So literally that 54 million views probably got me a few $100
That's
maybe.
sick.
If it was a long form video,
Who
it'd
knows
be
what?
absurd. Could buy
Yeah.
a car.
Yeah.
Could buy another Mario car.
Yep. That's Retro
So,
Rick money right there.
right. Speaking of, he's coming into town next week, I believe.
Oh, yeah?
Not well, when you hear this episode, it will be that following week because Retro World Expo is at Hartford, Connecticut, and he's going to be a guest there. So he's flying in. I think David Apuzzo is picking him up. And he's going to take him to a few game stores. So there's going to be some game hunting
Oh,
videos
yeah.
from Connecticut, and then
I've
he'll
been
be
that
at the
guy before.
expo. David Apuzzo.
Yeah. Well, just the guy driving Rick around.
You've been that guy before driving
Yeah.
around.
I didn't do it this year. He found, but he got David. No, Derek. You got Derek to do it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna be at the convention just this Saturday. I can't make Sunday. I'm end up going to a stag. One of my buddies is getting married, and he used to play in a band. So at the stag, it's two of his old bands are gonna play. Like they're coming back, and it's a lot of my friends who I played with. My old drummer was in one of his bands, so it's basically like a concert that's at a bar.
That's sick.
So should be a good time. So that's on Sunday, so I wouldn't be able to go because it starts at 2 o'clock. So, but I'll be at the con Saturday for most of the day. and we're gonna display my Yoshi scooter is gonna be inside on display.
Yep, that's a sick scooter.
So hopefully people enjoy it. Hopefully no one knocks it over or breaks it. We'll see.
Steals Yoshi's face.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. I think that was a pretty good episode. A little longer than the regular Warpipe Wednesdays, but you can catch full episodes every Saturday at 7 a.m. for the weekly Warpipe.
That's right.
Give us a call. We haven't had any phone calls in quite some time.
Yeah, call us. Phone
949
home.
682 9277. It's in the description of every video. It's on the website. If you need the number, it's on our Instagram and Facebook page as well. You could leave a message about what you like about the podcast. Give us some tips on future topics. I did get one during the live stream today. Retroholic 16 said he did like the new series that I'm doing, the Convinced, and he suggested a topic could do cool looking box art, bad game,
There you
or bad box art, good game, like
go.
reverse on that. And I
I
was
like
like,
it.
it's pretty good. So I was like, well, we'll have to go with that.
Call now.
Call now. But wait, there's more. Call the next 15 minutes and get 2 episodes for free. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a great weekend. As always, I'm Russ Lyman. Keep your world fun bit by bit. Later.